Okay, so y'all know what we're making? I am making my first sourdough starter. And when I tell you guys, the excitement is real. I am a gluten-free queen over here. So we actually are going to be using a gluten-free flour. This is the King Arthur. I actually got this from Walmart. My gluten-free queens, if you guys need it, grab it. Walmart's got a huge gluten-free aisle. Like, not a whole aisle, but it's like a section of an aisle. Anyway, so I've watched so many of these. This is my little ball mason jar. I'm sure I'm gonna have to change it at some point if we get a good rise, because not only this is my first time making a gluten-free bread, this is my first time making a starter sourdough. This is my first time making sourdough in general. So I had to watch videos because, girl, I'm coming into I've been wanting to bake more. I've been wanting to start sourdough, but I'm really coming into it now that my son is starting kindergarten, and I need to give myself a hobby, because until this baby's born, I don't know what to do with my time. So don't come for me in the comments. I wish I had a funnel. That's something that I need to get, because yeah. All right, I put you guys down a little bit more just so you guys can see. I'm gonna try to do this as carefully as possible so I don't make too much of a mess and have to remeasure. So we are gonna go for like every video that I watched said that you want to go for like a pancakey batter consistency. You obviously don't want it to be too dry, but you don't want it to be too liquidy either. I should have probably put this in a bigger mason jar, but I might have to. But to start, because she's almost full. Okay, I'm switching over to a lot bigger of a mason jar. So hopefully I can get this in. I should have known. There, that looks a lot better, because you want to leave room for it to rise. So that's a half cup of the gluten-free King Arthur flour. And then we're going to do a half cup of water. It did say a quarter cup of water. So I could start with that, but then a lot of people were saying it was too dry. So to do equal parts flour and water. So I'm just going to go with the equal cups. We'll start there. But if you need to start with a quarter cup, I'd recommend that, you know? Okay. And I think it's really important that you make sure it's room temperature. I'm going to pour a little bit at a time and then mix and see how that goes. And then we'll add more if need be. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like a pancakey. I used the whole half cup of water, and I'm kind of just mixing it, kind of getting all the clumps of flour out. And she looks pretty good. So I'm gonna try to get all the excess out. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do real quick, I have I usually use like clips for my hair. All I have are these small little head hair ties, and I just want to make sure I can see how much it rises, but I feel like this is gonna break. I might need to find something else. Hold on. All right, hair tie's too small. I'm gonna take an expo marker. It's a dry erase marker. Hopefully it'll just dry off. So I'm gonna try not to rub on it, but I'm gonna mark where it is just to kind of hopefully see where we rise. And then I've got the lid. You don't want to put the lid on all the way. Just put it on, but you don't want to like screw it. You know what I mean? So, okay, there we go. It wasn't even. So now we're going to let it sit for 24 hours and we're going to come back to it.